The power of walking away when your partner no longer even wants to meet up with you or to make time for you. Hello everyone, and I welcome you to today's video. You must know that speaks volumes. Honestly speaking, no ways, it does not discriminate whether you're a man or it's a man or a woman. If your partner can't make time for you, your relationship is closer to ending, and there is a reason why. Two things I'm going to mention. Number one, obviously, they have lost attraction for you. They no longer feel you. You know that excitement that you gain when you just started being in a relationship with somebody? That one is like you can put everything else aside but spend time with your partner. I think women, they are much easier to spot when she's so into a man. She will put you first. Those things where a lady come up with excuses, I'm just too busy, nah. She will even in the middle of the night make time to see a guy she's highly attracted to. A man, it can be confusing a little bit because at times he can be making time because you want to get into a woman's pants. But then, other than that, if a man is so into a lady, he also makes time. He can travel, he can drive through the night. Even if it means getting in her pants, a man will do whatever it takes. You see? So the thing is this. I said two things, right? Like I spoke about the first one when they are no longer attracted. And the second one, just know that they have begun cheating. If not absolute cheating, they are entertaining somebody else. People get lonely. Everyone wants somebody in their life. Okay? So the moment your partner no longer gives you the attention that you deserve or that you really want, just know that something is definitely fishy. Someone else is taking your time. And the best way to spot what I'm talking about is this. Haven't you ever been in a relationship and then things started blowing down, coming down, like you find that the relationship is dying bit by bit. And immediately they dump you, or immediately you break up because they no longer make time for you. They no longer show you they want you. Within a month, you learn that they are seeing somebody else. Be rest assured, that person was already in the picture. Those are the things which will make you to realize that, hey, the reason they've been behaving like this for the past few months is all because they were already distracted. No one in their right mind who is single can really stand to be alone and start acting up. That confidence to be pushing you away indirectly, it all comes from they know they have a backup option. If they are totally alone, they don't have other options. Let me tell you that they won't dare to try you. They will know that, hey, if this person is to walk away, I'll be left alone. Who else am I gonna go out with? Who else am I gonna spend time with when I'm lonely and bored? The fact that they can now even stand being away from you for months, they don't care. Whereas in the beginning, without a doubt, they would always make time. Just know something is brewing. There is a new person in the picture. It could be that at that point is not yet official, but make no mistake about it, they are showing you that by that time they are interested. That person has got their attention. So being able to walk out from a person before they can dump you themselves is the most powerful thing you can do. And I'll tell you why. All in the name of when you walk out while they're still keeping you around, that also tells you that they still not that very sure yet. If a person can get to a point where they dump you, be rest assured, it's like they've thought it through. They feel like they will be happier. Now they are ready to lose you. They won't regret. But catching somebody off guard is the greatest weapon. That is why even I knew without a doubt, I learned this strategy earlier on. And I could relate that the fact that I took time to let go of this lady, at the end, as much as she left being sure and being happy. But I remember at some point, one lady One lady at the point where she started changing on me, acting weird and stuff like that. I remember when I dumped her accidentally. And when I say accidentally, I mean like I was not aware that that move was the best move at the time. I thought it was just because I did it out of anger and frustration. But I realized that as I dumped her, she cried. She was in pain. And I was right, because I remembered I later found out that actually that was the best move, like I already mentioned. But the main thing here is this. The lady cried. She was frustrated. She even blocked me out of frustration. But the mistake that I made was try to fix things, make things up. Somebody even helped me to fix things between she and I. But I can assure you, we never lasted for more than 2 months, if not 3 months. And that is when she left for good. And I later found out that she was seeing somebody else. But I learned something from that thing, that had I dumped her then, it would have been the best move, because on its own, by then, the reason she was acting the way she was is because already there was a guy in the picture. But having to learn the thing is that guy, no wonder why in the beginning she was not sure. I got to see the character that he has and the life that he lead, that of course nobody would confidently go with that type of a person, if you know what I mean. I remember even that guy once posted it on social media about how people were discouraging her from dating him. You get what I'm saying? So she knew that it was a bad move. But bit by bit, the fact that she was able to now divide the both of us, it ended up building a confidence to be with that man to a point where she no longer feared losing me. So by me dumping her before she was sure, it was hurtful, because she already knew that where she was going, she was not yet sure. So that's when I learned. I was like, if by then I knew, I should have dumped her and left her at that spot. One day she would have come back to her senses that the reason this man dumped me is because I was no longer making time. And I know that honestly it's all because there was someone distracting me. I should have made time for him. He was so smart to catch me before I could strike first. So you see, the fact that somebody cries when you let them go, it shows that they still love you. They still want you. They're not sure. But somebody who does not cry, in fact, that they celebrate, they no longer was attracted. So learn to let go quicker. Learn to play along, to mimic their action. If they no longer make time as well. If they act like they can spend a month without seeing you, make them also wonder why you don't care also. You know, somebody might start off something, but when you react in the same manner, they start to underestimate their move, and now they focus on, okay, I know that I dumped you. I know that I'm cheating. I no longer want to see you, but I won't tell you. But the fact that you are also no longer want to see me, now I see who is playing who here. That is why you'll see that the person will start now coming after you. Will start crying, oh, you must make time, whereas they started. And that is how you can keep them. That is how you can win them over. And sometimes it's another process. Maybe you need to give them space. But the bottom line is, you must be willing to walk away when you're no longer loved, when you're no longer appreciated, when they no longer have time for you, because being in their cycle, you are actually aiding them to be exploring other people while they have you as a backup. And eventually, they will leave you. Someone was just telling me not so long about this lady who was being mistreated by this guy for some time. And finally, she told me, she was like, that lady ended up saying that guy dumped her recently. But she still loves him. So that's when I was like to her, had she let go of this guy a long time ago, it wouldn't have come to that point. Men do such. If he is already mistreating a lady, but the lady, she's still hanging in. I know with theory, you feel like, yeah, that will make him to see that I'm for real. He will treat me right. But actually, that's not how it works. They actually tend to now get worse and worse until they just take you more for granted and lose all the attraction and dump you aside. And only later, that is when they can miss you and want you back. So had that lady walked away early, that man wouldn't have even gotten a chance to dump her, and I can assure you, he won't dump her unless if he has a backup woman. So you must be willing to walk away if you want to win them back, or if you want them to respect you and see and increase your value. I hope this was helpful. I have more videos like this. See you next time.